Hey everyone, it's CtrlAble here. Today we're diving into Cyberpunk 2077 Ultimate Edition on Nintendo Switch 2, and I'm going to be talking about this as a disabled Nintendo gamer. We're going to break down how it runs, how it plays, and how accessible it really is for someone like me who loves Nintendo's portability, but also needs some extra considerations to enjoy these massive RPGs. So let's jump straight into Night City on the go. Cyberpunk 2077 has a colorful history. I first tried it at launch in 2020, and honestly, I didn't get far. Bugs, crashes, weird UI, performance issues, classic nightmare. I ended up getting a refund. Fast forward a few years, and I revisited it on Steam in 2023, and it finally felt playable. So when Nintendo Switch 2 got the Ultimate Edition with Phantom Liberty included, I was curious, could this console handle one of the most demanding RPGs of the last decade? And as a disabled gamer, could I actually play it comfortably on the go? Spoiler, the answer is mostly yes, but there is some caveat to that. First off, let's talk about the gameplay. Cyberpunk 2077 is an open-world, first-person action RPG. You play as V, your custom character. The game offers so many ways to build their stats, perks, cybernetic implants, and dialogue options. As a disabled gamer, this level of customization can be a double-edged sword. On one hand, you can really tailor the experience to your playstyle. On the other hand, navigating multiple menus with tiny text or complex systems can be really exhausting, especially on a handheld screen. Accessibility options help, but even maxed out UI size sometimes feels a little cramped. Combat is another story. You can stealth, hack, or go in guns blazing. And yes, quick hacks are as insane as ever. You can mess with enemies' limbs, weapons, or even make them turn on each other. It's a blast, but big outdoor fights on Switch 2 can tank the frame rate, especially sometimes dropping below 20 FPS. Smaller encounters indoors was fine, however. Now for the performance. Nintendo Switch 2 surprised me. Docked, it hits a nice 1080p with DLSS, and textures actually look clean. Handheld, it beats the Steam Deck in frame rate and resolution in most scenarios. Battery life is about 2 hours per charge, which is decent for portable games. That said, diving through Night City's busiest areas or large Phantom Liberty encounters can stutter. You can swap to performance mode to boost FPS, but you'll need a 120Hz TV if not. It's playable, but not perfect. So if you're someone who gets frustrated by low frame rate or motion sickness, keep that in mind. Here's where it gets interesting for disabled players. Switch 2 offers touchscreen menu navigation, gyro aiming, mouse mode with wide Joy-Con, motion controls. Mouse mode alone makes aiming far easier for some players, and touch navigation makes menus a lot smoother than trying to scroll with sticks. With that being said, text is still tiny in some menus, which is tough for visually impaired gamers. Hopefully, CD Projekt Red will keep defining and redefining this. Content-wise, Cyberpunk 2077 still shines. Night City is packed with optional quests, characters you care about, and Phantom Liberty adds a Bond-style spy expansion with memorable missions. It's huge, and the side content is often more fun than the main story. Phantom Liberty is more demanding on the Switch 2, so you may hit some frame rate drops, but it's still fully playable and honestly worth it. As a disabled gamer, having the ability to play all this content in handheld mode is a massive win. So my verdict as a disabled Nintendo gamer. Pros. Deep RPG mechanic, lots of player freedom, solid handheld performance, Phantom Liberty is included, and there are multiple control options. Cons are large fights that can tank the frame rate. Phantom Liberty is demanding, text is often tiny, and some menus are very cumbersome. For someone who loves Nintendo portability but also wants one of the best RPGs of the decade on the go, Cyberpunk 2077 Ultimate Edition on Switch 2 is a must-play, with a few accessibility quirks to be aware of. It's proof that CD Projekt Red learned from the web launch, and yes, even a Switch 2 can handle Night City, with some compromise. Alright, that's my take on Cyberpunk 2077 Ultimate Edition on Switch 2. If you're a disabled gamer thinking about diving into Night City, this version is probably your best bet for portability, with nearly all the content. Drop a comment if you played it, or if you want me to do a deep accessibility breakdown of controls, text, and menus specifically. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring that bell if you want more disabled Nintendo gamer insight. I'm aiming for 1,000 subs this year, so your support means the world. Until next time, stay preem, Jooms.